Growing up, I was always interested in the mental game. After years of study, I developed the Basketball Brain program. My life is devoted to helping others achieve their greatness. I hope you'll like, subscribe, and if you take a chance with the Basketball Brain program, I promise you your game's going to reach levels that you never thought possible.
What's up, Basketball Brain fans and members? What's going on? How's it going? Hope everyone's doing well. We're watching Larry Bird's three-point contest today, and I'm going to talk about that in 1 second. But first, I want to talk about the MMA, mixed martial arts. I don't know if you guys are into it, but I think it's worth watching if you're not, simply to see what old school toughness looks like, okay? It'll add something to your basketball game by watching that to realize, you know, you catch an elbow to the face in basketball, you don't have to act like your world's ending, okay? These guys take multiple elbows to the face and just walk through them. They eat them, and they don't show it on their face. So part of being tough, now there's a difference. If you're injured, you know, you've blown your knee out, or so, that's different. But I'm saying, like, you catch an elbow, you got a little pain, you don't have to show it on your face. I hate when basketball players do that, and don't get me started on soccer players. I think soccer is an awesome sport. I don't like how they roll around on the ground like they've been assassinated after they just get brushed. Anyways, listen. I want to talk about trash talk, specifically. And I don't know if you guys have been watching Conor and Khabib go back and forth on Twitter. If not, Google it. You can read about it. Anyways, Conor's taken it to levels that are unacceptable. And I want to point out a difference here between really masters of trash talk and guys who are just going for attention. And Conor's not just doing it for attention, of course. He's doing it, let's say 90% of it for attention, so you guys will watch, so you'll pay attention, so you'll buy a pay-per-view, so he'll make more money, and you'll buy more of his alcohol, whatever. So, well, what had happened was Conor had found a picture of Khabib's wife on their wedding day, and Khabib's Muslim, and it was a traditional Muslim wedding, at least in Dagestan. I guess that's the tradition. And she was covered head to toe in a dress. I mean, head to toe in white. You couldn't see her face or anything. Conor wrote, "Dude, you married a towel." It was a white dress. Now that's over the top. I don't think Conor was trying to be anti-religious or bigoted there. I think he was just trying to go at Khabib. But you got to be smart enough to realize he's probably doing something that represents his religion and his tradition, and he was insulting a lot of people with that tweet. You got to be smart enough to know that was probably how it was going to be taken. I don't think Conor was thinking clearly. Who knows if he was sober at the time he tweeted it. Anyways, I digress. But after that, Khabib wrote back. Now, really, one more point. You should be able to insult anybody's religion, okay? You should just be able to and not, you know, be under threat of violence, which potentially from some extremists in that religion, or the extremists in that religion could do that. I recognize most Muslims are moderate. Most of my friends in New York, in fact, are Muslims. At any rate, just have to say that. But you should be able to say anything about anybody's religion. I don't think you should. I think it's bad form. But anyways, Khabib wrote back, "Dude, you're a rapist. You're a rapist." Okay, so now it's getting really nasty. It's getting really nasty. And Conor, who has no chill and senses an opportunity to promote his brand even more with this back and forth, writes, "Plot twist, under the towel, it's a goat." Like, how stupid. It's just, he just keeps going. Funny guy, Michael Bisping, who's a fighter and a commentator for MMA, had a great point, which is going to highlight what I'm talking about here between real trash talk and this sort of childish trash talk. Is he said, you know what Khabib should have tweeted back to Conor? "No, Khabib, you got it wrong. I'm the GOAT." That's awesome, isn't it? Well, that's what I wanted to talk about in this video, as a matter of fact. Larry Bird is a master trash talker. So if you don't know the story, it's a great story. It's an awesome story. Before this three-point contest, Larry Bird walked into the locker room with all the competitors. And he looked around and he said, "Who's coming in second?" Because we all know who's coming in first. You guys are all battling for second place. Great trash talk. Fun, playful, an undertone of seriousness, a little bit cocky. You know, you got to be a little bit cocky to be great. Really, it's just extreme confidence bordering on cocky. I did another video about this. But Larry Bird kept it fun, kept it serious. You put a little bit of pressure on yourself. You make a game within a game. That's what you're doing. It helps hone your focus, but you're not putting so much pressure on yourself by being so serious. Now listen, I'm not saying Larry Bird couldn't talk some serious trash. If you came at him and were really going at him, he could get nasty back. And watch this last shot when he shoots the money ball. He holds his finger up, number 1 in the air before it even gets in. Told you, first place, who's coming in second? And, you know, when you trash talk like this, it's fun. It's sophisticated trash talk. It's not the vicious, you know, animalistic, feral trash talk of Conor MacGregor. And I realize these are different sports, but if you want to see somebody in MMA who talks great trash, look at someone like Ben Askren or Chael Sonnen. These guys are great trash talkers, and they never get too personal or too vicious. They recognize even the fight game is a game. It's still a game. This isn't war. There's a referee there. You're not trying to kill each other. I mean, yeah, you're trying to really put physical harm on somebody else, but it's still a game. And if you keep it light, it's for your own good psychology. I think you can talk yourself very quickly, you know, into a poor performance. You put excess pressure on yourself, very, very few guys, maybe Muhammad Ali could talk that much trash and then go into the ring and all the trash he talked didn't affect his performance. It's a rare, rare talent. I don't know if you can train for that. I really don't. I guess my thought is on trash talk, and it's what I've done whenever I've playfully talked trash, is the words come out and you just let it, it's just words, it's just sounds, it's just air vibrations. So what you're doing is you're casting a spell in a way. You're sending this trash talk out and they're going to think about the meaning of the words. You don't think about the meaning of the words. That's what a sophisticated trash talker does. Maybe just a little bit you let it come into you, so it's a game within a game and a little bit of a challenge. But you can't be thinking about your trash talk and perform at the same time, or even have it, you know, in the background, prevalent in the background of your mind. That will ruin your game. It's a distraction at that point. And you see so many guys do it. I think in the fight where Conor fought Khabib, he looked a little distracted. No, he looked like his trash talk actually got to him. It's kind of like casting a spell into a mirror and it bounces right back on at you. And on top of the viciousness, you know, this is fun. Trash talk should be fun. Sports should be fun. It also can be serious, just like in the video where I said it can be entertaining, but it's also serious. But it's fun. It's fun. A few more stories here. Larry Bird, the following year, he won this 3 straight times. The following year, he walked in the locker room and said, "No need to talk trash this year. We all know who's coming in first place." That's great. So the 4th year, he didn't compete, and Craig Hodges won. And Craig Hodges was a Bulls player, 3-point shooter. And after he won, the reporter said, "Hey, should there be an asterisk next to your victory because Bird wasn't in the contest?" And Hodges rightfully was like, you know, what? He's a competitor. He said, "Listen, Larry Bird knows where he can find me if he wants to challenge me." And Bird said, "Yeah, I know where to find him, at the end of the Bulls bench." Classic trash talk. Fun. You know, it sticks. It's not that it doesn't stick. It can be fun and kind of, you know, you want to really stick it to somebody, but it's in a fun way. And I wish there were more stories about this today. I just don't hear stories like this of great trash talk from like LeBron or Wade or any of these guys. Do you guys? Am I missing it? Anyways, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Talk to you soon. Bye.